Hello, I'm Kurt Misha. On behalf of Trinity's Vestry and Stewardship Committee, I'm happy to welcome you to this edition of Trinity Cathedral's Virtual Ministry Moments. Here I Am, Lord, is the theme of this year's stewardship campaign at Trinity Episcopal Cathedral. It reflects how we can give ourselves to God's work, commit our lives to God's service, and use God's gifts to bless those around us. Now, it also reflects our current reality. Even though the cathedral is physically closed during this time, we are virtually open, and our worship, our ministries, and outreach are continuing and expanding. After all, a church is not a building, but it's the ministry we do, and we are all here to answer God's call. Traditionally, during the stewardship campaign, members share testimonials during our services to describe some of our various ministries and how they support the mission of Trinity, welcoming all people to know and live as Christ in the world. In place of these in-person announcements, this series of videos will introduce you to just a small sample of Trinity's compassionate service, healing, and outreach ministries. Today I'm happy to be speaking with Dr. Gary Gordon, who is Trinity's Director of Music and Organist, about our music program. Gary joined the Trinity staff earlier this year as our first full-time Director of Music. So Gary, can you outline your vision for the future of the Cathedral's music ministry for us?
Thank you, Kurt. I am honored to serve at Trinity, and I know that God has equipped me with the education and teaching experience to thrive here. My vision for Trinity was first shaped by the detailed job description I discovered in October of 2019, which was created by the search committee. Out of that list of duties, the one that excites me most is the mandate to create a new choral tradition for our children and youth. This mission is one that deeply resonates with me because music was my own gateway to the Christian faith. I know from experience, working in both Episcopal schools and churches, the important role that music plays in helping children to grow deep roots of faith. So, I want to provide this important opportunity for those children both inside our parish and also in our community. In the book of Proverbs, King Solomon admonishes us that if we train children in the way that they should go, when they are older, they will not depart from it. So we must take this responsibility very seriously and support the effort financially. I will use the resources provided by the Stewardship Campaign to purchase curriculum, to market the new choir program in the community, and eventually to purchase choir robes, music folders, and anthems, all of which will give our program the foundation it needs for success. The second part of my vision is to shape our adult choir into an ensemble that is performing consistently with excellence. That means maximizing the talent we have within the choir, but also drawing in the amazing talents of our UNR students and other professionals in our community. I also want to ensure that Trinity is an equally welcome place for instrumentalists and that they participate regularly in our services, not just on Christmas, Easter, or special occasions like ordinations. Finally, regarding our wonderful Pipes on the River series, I want to spread the word more broadly through my contacts in the American Guild of Organists and the Association of Anglican Musicians. I want to grow our list of performers And I also want to make the opportunity to perform more available to graduate students who are looking to make organ performance their career. I think by doing these things, we can bring Trinity's music program to the national level, and I think that is a very exciting prospect indeed.
So Gary, how will the Stewardship campaign, which provides funding for the operating budget, serve to assist you in realizing your vision?
I'm so glad you asked, Kurt. I plan to use these resources in two ways. First, our time of COVID has forced me to really think outside the box and to think more creatively. I've decided to launch our children's choir program virtually. This will actually begin with the children currently involved in our Sunday school program. I will record music in advance, and I will email these tracks to our families and ask those who are willing to record their voices along with the track. I will then mix all of these voices together to form a virtual choir. I will need to draw upon the expertise of our wonderful sound engineers who are currently recording our services. It will take resources to compensate their time and skill, and I'm very certain additional recording equipment and software will be needed to pull all of this off. The second way I'd like to use these resources is to create a singing contest focused on sacred music, with a category for children and a separate category for youth. I will partner with our local music teachers to spread the word, identify talent, and to have them or perhaps professors from UNR serve as guest judges. I think this might be a wonderful way to market our music ministry here at Trinity and also to support the rising talent in our community.
Gary, do you have some other thoughts on stewardship from your heart that would be helpful for us to know?
There is one final thought I'd like to share. When I think of stewardship, I think of Jesus' parable of the talents. I think about the responsibility to invest both financially and in elbow grease to return to God even more than what we have been given. To that end, I implore everyone in our parish to partner with me to encourage and multiply the talents entrusted to us so that our youngest members flourish, our programs grow in both quality and quantity, and we continue to build on the strong foundation that's been laid for us. If we do this, I have no doubt that we will hear the words, "Well done, good and faithful servants." With your help and with God's help, I look forward to fulfilling this call to ministry at Trinity.
I want to thank Gary for sharing his visions for the music program. This program could not flourish without your stewardship support. I also want to thank you for watching our program today. We hope you've learned a little bit about some of the important work going on here at Trinity. Look for more episodes during the campaign, as well as the stewardship informational packet that you'll receive in the mail. Please give prayerful consideration of your 2021 gift and return the pledge card by November 15th. It is only with your financial support that Trinity can continue fulfilling its mission to welcome all people to know and live as Christ in the world.